Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The Scottish Government has released figures that make for pretty appalling reading and quite shameful, really, because there is what's being described as alarming numbers of Scottish workers who aren't actually working. They're not working at all. They're signed off. They're not. They've been told they can't do any kind of employment whatsoever. They're being told that they are too sick for work. Now, one of the problems is when you get signed off as too sick to work, it means you're too sick to do any work. There should be gradients, too sick to do manual work, but that doesn't mean you can't do administrative work and things like that. But for years, the SNP have been boasting about how generous their benefits system is. And this is the problem. It lets people make basically a career from being not at work. I think that one of the problems they have is that as I say, there's no grading. Let's just say, okay, yes, you hurt your back or whatever. You're not to do heavy lifting or anything onerous like that. There's nothing stopping you sitting in an office at a desk, tapping away on a computer, or answering the phone calls and things like that. There's jobs that can be done that don't involve anything by way of manual labour. But you get signed off and that's it, you're done. But 1 in 12 Scots now are actually signed off on the sick. I'm pretty sure a lot of them will just be malingerers. Let's face it. When you're getting very generous welfare benefits, there's no real urge for you to go stand up, get off your arse and go and get a job, is there? If you're surviving quite nicely, got the roof over my head, and get me food, I can lay in till about midday or whatever. Yeah, nice life. Terrific. Wonderful. It's just everyone else who's working who has to pay for it. It's almost as though you're a parasite, really, isn't it? And while, yes, of course, there are always going to be genuine claimants, of course, and if it's a genuine case, then yes, society should perhaps help them. I don't have a problem with that. But a lot of these people, well, they're not genuine, are they? We know it. Couldn't give you a number. But, how sick do you have to be to get signed off? Probably about the same sickness as to get a car or mobility, I would imagine. Tennis elbow, depression, acne. Who knows? Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Thanks very much. Bye.